Good afternoon. It's the 13th of April, Saturday. Another gorgeous day here in North Texas. It's about 2:30 and 89 degrees. Projected high today of 90, tomorrow 96. I would say that summer has arrived again in North Texas. The purpose of the video today is take you a walk around so that you can see the things that I've been alluding to that have been accomplished recently in the yard. Dickens, our golden retriever, is out here with me, and he's over there in the shade enjoying life. He'll probably walk with me for a while we're here in the backyard, but that remains to be seen. Since the last video, we have added some petunias, which are in season now. We have a couple of them hanging there and a couple big ones over there. What's unique about them is something my wife and I have never seen before are yellows, and it's a pretty bright shade of yellow, and again we've never seen that particular color. We have red ones, and we have purple ones, and we have pink ones. There's a basket of tomato plants that remain to be planted there. I'll talk some about that more in a little bit. The geraniums up here are absolutely gorgeous on the porch and the pots. They have another pot over here with more salmon colored ones in it, and my wife repotted these from plants that we got in Glen Rose, so they're doing very well. So we're going to go into the backyard now. See Dickens over there is looking around like I said he would be. By the way, he's approaching 90 pounds. So he's a pretty big boy. He'll be 3 years old June 16th. He is 75% English golden and 25% American golden, and that's why he has that pretty champagne color. Looks like I got a tomato plant there that's starting to droop, so I'll get some water on that. In fact, I'll do that right now. I'll just take some of this dog water and pour on it. Sorry to interrupt the video a little bit, but you have to do what you have to do. I thought I'd perk it up a little bit. By the way, all the peppers there are Tabasco peppers. I've never grown those before, so we'll see how that works out. Over here on what I call my big bed for tomatoes, there are 13 of them down through here. They're all doing very, very well. There's blossoms on just about all of them. Keep in mind that I planted this bed out on the 26th of February. Yes, I'll say that again, the 26th of February, and we're coming along real well. Two of the plants that are better boys here under the window actually have tomatoes on them. I'll come over here and show you one. Get out of the shade here. Here's one you can see, pretty big, and there's another one that's down in there also. So these are all doing well. I think we'll have, oh, there's another one here. So this is a different one, and that's a different kind also. So there's three plants that have tomatoes on them. This one, I just found it since yesterday when I last looked. So they're doing well. We have the marigolds there dispersed as a border, and you can see most of them are in bloom. Everything is, like I say, looking good. Over here, something new that's been added since I walked you around last time is in these 6 buckets. I have potatoes growing, and as they come up out of there, they're only in there about a week. I'll put some more soil in it and pull the sides up, and we'll see how that does. I've never grown tomatoes this way, so we'll see how that works. Over here in the overall bed, that's in one of what we call horseshoes. All of the tomato plants except this one right here are Sweet 100s, and they are doing extremely well, and they'll be producing some fruit before too long the way they look. Here in the middle is a rose bush, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 roses on it. As you can see, 7 actually, and it's looking pretty good. Also, that bed. We cleaned up this bed here and we put a liner around it, and there are begonias that are planted in here, and they are doing quite well. I'll zoom in on one and show you what a begonia looks like. So that's what's in this whole bed. Here in back we have fig trees, and 2 of them that are off of the stumps, and they're growing very well. I'm sure before long, I don't have them yet, and it's still April 12th, but pretty soon we'll start having some figs on here. My wife has made fig jelly kind of out of that, so that's what's going on there. On down in the big bed and back, there's a lot going on here. The 2 olive trees are doing very well, and there are a lot of blossoms on them. I'll point out right here. Hopefully you can see that. It looks like there may be some olives on it. We have a white iris. For some reason, genetically, that I'm not aware of, white iris seem to be the first one to come out. So there are white iris out there. This is the second olive tree, and it also has clusters that look like might be where olives come out. I've got them all staked now. Everything is great. The plants down in here are starting to come on. They're canada lilies, and pretty soon they'll be 3 to 4 foot tall. So that's working out very well. Back here we have a lemon tree, and the lemon tree has also got a lot of buds on it, and it looks like it may be going to have some lemons on it. If I can zoom in a little bit closer so you can see it. Still has some blossoms on it. That's doing quite well. This is a special blue iris in here, and they haven't started blooming yet, but they will. One of the 5 rose bushes that we just planted is down in there, and it has starting to get some blossoms on the end of it, so it's doing well. Down in here is one of the grapes that we planted. See if I can get on it right there, and it's coming along very well. Rosemary is this plant here, and rosemary winters over here in North Texas. So this is actually a 2-year-old rosemary plant. Probably the most striking thing that's out here right now is the clematis that's down here, and it just has, oh, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blossoms on it right down there, and there are some behind it on the back of the fence too. You can see right here is a clothespin. This is a normal clothespin, and that's the way I've been tying up the vines. I have to do this almost every day because they have become very prolific. One thing that's not working out very well is I planted zucchini plants, and that's as big as they've gotten, and no fruit. Although I did grow zucchini in here in years past, and it did very well. The marigold border is doing well. Both of the crepe myrtle trees here are covered with leaves. You can see that over there on that one. Okay, so those are doing real well. The vines are starting to vine up. New trellis. Some of the new plants are starting to show life. They're bare rooted. Come along well. We got holly in here. You can see all the new growth on the holly. There's a lot of that. It's kind of interesting. Some things grow very well, and some things not so well. This guy right here is going to grow up really big, up to 9 foot tall stalks out of it, and little seed pods. And it's one of the oldest plants that have been in gardens since forever, so it'll be interesting to see how this develops. It also wintered over, and it's a hollyhock, by the way. I forgot to mention that. So that's what a very healthy hollyhock looks like. Get my finger off the camera, and we'll go on from there. Okay. This is a lemon tree right here, and it also, like the one up there, has got what looks like lemons that are going to come out on it. This is one of the three avocados that we have, and I can point out to you right here on top is a new shoot coming out all over it, so it'll get rid of these old leaves, and this shoot will take off from it coming along. This is a Texas sage, and it's from last year, and it's doing well. This is another variety of avocado that shed all of its leaves and now has these stems up here which are nice and soft, and I don't know if they're going to turn into leaves or avocados or what, so we'll watch that one. The last avocado you can see up here on top where my finger is starting to show growth too, so it looks like the avocados are going to do their thing. The rest of the hollies here, as you can see, have a lot of seed pods developing on. The birds will love that. They're looking very good. And let's go on back here to the end. Right down in here in this dark, deep corner, we have bamboo and wisteria, which I just planted last week. So that's what the bamboo looks like, and the wisteria is tied to it there in front. It's down here so it can get water and go whatever. My plan for this long section back here is just to mow it, and I've got a little electric 13-inch mower coming to do that. So let's swing around here. A lot of this is stuff that's new. There are 5 fruit trees across here now, 3 apple and 2 peach, and they're all starting to show signs of life. See up here at the top, it's a little green, starting to come out. Over here on this one, you can see some green right there starting to come out, so we're doing okay. Obviously on these I haven't put the edging around them yet, but that's something to do. Here's one, it's got a lot of green here on top, and same thing with this guy, a lot of green on top. These are all bare rooted from a nursery in Tennessee. And the last one over here is same thing, and he's got green on top, and they're coming along nicely. One of the things that's not working very well, that's discouraging, and that's the peppers that I planted in this round bed. Even though I've kept them watered, they're just not doing very well at all. So I'll keep you posted on that, which right now appears to be a failure. I just brought in what you see here in the baskets. I'll get my lawn crew to plant them. This laying down, I'll come back and tie it up to the tree as a pencil tree. It's part of the holly family, and they grow about 3 to 4 foot wide and 6 to 10 foot tall. And I'm thinking about putting it here on the end, although my wife and I haven't agreed yet. The rest of these here that are laid out are Japanese boxwood. They're not round like you used to see them because they're young boxwood, and haven't started training them yet or clipping them. So that's going on there. On the front, there's an excitement at every corner. We have planted, with the help of a young lady named Sonia about 12 flats of flowers, and you can see that mainly we put in 4 varieties: zinnias, marigolds, 1 flat of the ones that have the red tops over here, his name I forget right now, and 1 flat of we'll find it here in a minute, salvias. That's where'd it go? Well, I can't see one right now. We do have animals come in and dig things up, and that's what happened to that one. So out here we have, as you can see, 3 new trees which haven't started budding yet, and these are all red oaks. So the idea is, this guy over here is an oak tree, and the idea is that we'll have oaks growing here in the front, like we talked about. So that's good. This bed here is steady state. Got a lot of lantana, which is this green thing down here, is starting to come back, and it's all cleaned up. By the way, for the first time since we moved here in 3 years, all the beds are up to snuff. They've all been weeded, and everything's in good shape. The 2 stakes right here that are kind of hard to see are crepe myrtle, new ones. The bigger plants down there are a variety of marigolds, and there's zinnias mixed in here, and I'll show you up here. Here's one of the plants that I was looking for that you can see. Okay, so we're looking good there. You can look over there at the front bed and see all the yellow button, kind of large button marigolds sticking up, and some of the zinnias. That's very pretty presentation. And I got one last thing to show you, and we'll button this up. So on the way in, I've got a plat of zinnias here to fill out all the rest of the beds with zinnias. And I got a mixed plat of tomatoes to go. And what we're going to do with both these tomatoes back there is put them in 3-gallon bags, and we're going to send it up to our son's new greenhouse that he's building up by Palo Pinto, and so he can grow them out in the greenhouse and see how that works. So I'll show you what we got here. What we got is 3-gallon bags, which are smaller than these 5, and this is what one of them looks like. So you can see, and it's got handles on it, and I got the stuff to mix up, and fertilizer, which is based on cow manure, back there, and pretty soon we'll get all that together. It's there in the cart. Okay, and I've gone through probably 80 bags of this compost manure so far this spring. So that's pretty much a walkthrough of what's been going on at the Fiza residence and the way of the garden, and we look forward to showing you another video later on of how things have progressed or not, as the case may be. So we'll talk to you later.